Yo, how's it going, everybody? So this past couple days with the PlayStation State of Play coming up, we have lots of crazy stuff coming out, and one of those things is the Kingdom Hearts remake leak. Now, I don't know about you guys, I saw this, and don't get me wrong, I was a little excited because as a Kingdom Hearts fan, maybe not as hardcore as some of y'all anymore, but I was super excited because I was like, hell yeah, Kingdom Hearts definitely deserves a remake. At least Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 is still pretty good, and I don't know if I want a remake of that. Although, if we do get remakes, that would be really cool. But yeah, lots of talks about Kingdom Hearts 1 remake. So we're going to be checking out this article and looking through it and picking out some of the talking points and just discussing this like leak and what's going on. Why are people so gung-ho about it? So yeah, let's jump right in real quick. Kingdom Hearts Relux leaks explained, and how trustworthy is the leaker. And this article is by Nick Rodriguez at Game Rant, so I'm gonna throw the link to the article if you guys want to check it out yourselves. The first Kingdom Hearts game is getting a remake according to leaker Ecstasis. Naturally, a lot of gamers, fans of Kingdom Hearts otherwise might be wondering how likely a prospect is this? And if it is really in the works, what will it look like? Before getting into the leaks themselves, it's worth pointing out some important context. Square Enix, the company that develops and publishes every Kingdom Hearts game, has been rather aggressive with remakes and remasters in recent years, with notable examples including various Dragon Quest remakes and the industry-leading Final Fantasy VII Remake saga. These are flagship IP, some of the company's most valuable assets, so remaking or remastering them simply makes sense, especially as Square Enix publicly pursues a wider audience across multiple platforms. All of this makes the idea of Kingdom Hearts remake plausible, regardless of how true Ecstasis leaks turn out to be. Part of the reason this leak works to begin with is this knowledge of Square Enix and fan demand for it, but that's also the backing of many rumors and leaks that occur. As such, it's worth breaking down the leak and how reliable it may be. Yeah, Nick has a point here. So like, Square Enix is known to be doing lots of remasters and remakes, especially with the Final Fantasy VII remake project. Like, that's been huge, and it's been, in my opinion, pretty good so far. We've had lots of, good stuff come out of that. But also the Dragon Quest games, and then Dragon Quest VII dropped recently. So, the thought of them doing a remake with Kingdom Hearts, probably one of their most successful IPs, along with Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, it just seems plausible. And it's been so long, and the Kingdom Hearts games have been they're not old, but there are a lot of mechanics in Kingdom Hearts 1 that don't really translate well current gen, and I feel like that could be worked on. So the plausible idea of there being a leak is very much believable. What claims have been made about Kingdom Hearts Relux? So Relux is what the leaker said that the game would be called, Kingdom Hearts Relux. So Estasis, a YouTuber who primarily reports on Xbox News, alleged several details about Kingdom Hearts Relux, a remake, not remaster, of the Kingdom Hearts from 2002. In his video published on February 6th, he claims to have received exclusive information from someone associated with Square Enix, who not only revealed the existence of the remake, but also showed Ecstasis images of it as well. According to Ecstasis, this source wishes to remain confidential, which includes not revealing the supposed images to the public. The information that Ecstasis shared in his video is rather interesting. He puts forth fairly obvious points like that the game will be graphically updated while maintaining the original art style, and that the fundamental combat mechanics will remain unchanged while tertiary mechanics will be expanded upon. But there are also some more unexpected claims, including new playable Riku sections, Kate Sith making an appearance, a remixed version of Utada Hikaru's iconic intro theme, including a new vocal accompaniment, a new Jungle Book world, which was cut from the original Kingdom Hearts. In his video, Ecstasis also raises some strange points about Kingdom Hearts Relux development process. For instance, he claims that Relux is being developed by the same team behind Crisiscore Final Fantasy VII Reunion. an ambitious remaster but not a remake. Even stranger is his claim that Relux is being built with assets from Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, a scrap mobile game with Pokemon Go-like augmented reality gameplay. So that's really interesting that they would mention that they're using assets from the Relink game, but also the Crisiscore Reunion people are behind the remake. But if this is a remake, then I'm assuming graphics and graphics would be upgraded obviously, and gameplay would kind of stay the same, which is kind of concerning because if you guys have played Kingdom Hearts 1, it's so janky. It's so janky. The camera and controls are so crazy that I don't know if remaking that just with updated graphics would really work out. So already I feel like that's kind of like a red flag for like not being true. So needless to say, this mobile game, which is visually, mechanically, and narratively disconnected from the first Kingdom Hearts, seems like a strange place to salvage assets from a high-definition Kingdom Hearts remake. He also claimed that the remake was originally intended as a Switch 2 exclusive before pivoting to multi-platform, which is extremely bizarre given that the first Kingdom Hearts launched as a PS2 exclusive. Yeah, so unless Square Enix changed something up, like completely is letting go of exclusivity on the PlayStation, at least for Kingdom Hearts, I don't see that coming just to the Switch itself. Like, I don't see... Final Fantasy is a different case. You know, I feel like Square Enix is going a different route with their Final Fantasy franchise, and they're like, we're gonna do multi-platform and make sure everyone gets it. But currently, I feel like Kingdom Hearts is still like a PlayStation exclusive series, so I don't see why they would make any changes to that. Even if their sales report didn't do too well this past year, you know, it just doesn't make sense that Kingdom Hearts 1, which was definitely a PlayStation exclusive, would come out exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2 for no other reason than there have been a lot of exclusives for Nintendo Switch 2 recently. But who knows, you know, like Square Enix could change things up. I feel like that's not true though, because I feel like they would want their release for Kingdom Hearts Remake or Relux or whatever, if it ever comes out, to be the same way they kind of did it for the OG, and then later on coming out for other consoles and stuff if need be. Okay, so how believable is the leak? Whenever a leak is sprung, especially when it's about a juicy or promising development, audiences need to be careful not to get swept up in the hype. In other words, a grain of salt is always recommended, and doing some digging into the leak sources is helpful as well. Some sources like Jack Schreier, Nate the Hate, and Tom Henderson are correct more often than not, while others are deemed unreliable. Even then, grains of salt are recommended. The prominent subreddit r/gaming leaks and rumors has a tier system to organize these different levels of reliability, with the aforementioned sources being in tier 1. Within this system, Ecstasis is tier 4 of 6, meaning that he is deemed generally unreliable. Note, as it happens, Nate the Hate actually got wind of Ecstasis Kingdom Hearts Relux claims and said that he's seen notable industry insiders say it's fake, which is certainly a blow to Ecstasis' credibility. Ooh, that sucks. That's gotta suck, man. You like came out with a video and did all this, and then another guy was just like, yeah, no, I know some other guys, and they said that no, that's not happening. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. This tier system obviously isn't the end-all be-all, but it offers a good idea of how exactly Ecstasis is viewed within the league community. At the same time, Ecstasis has made some notable correct claims in the past. For instance, he correctly predicted the Slow Claps next game for Sifu would be soccer related, and the Elden Ring Night Rain would be revealed at the Game Awards 2024. Most relevant to these Kingdom Hearts claims is Ecstasis' July 2025 comments about Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. He asserted that Dragon Quest VII would be getting a remake and that it would not be an HD 2D style of previously remasters. This turned out to be accurate, which suggests that Ecstasis may actually have a reliable Square Enix source. The veracity of Ecstasis' claims is up in the air at this point. His track record is spotty but inconsistent enough that he is worth taking seriously to a degree. And although some of his claims are questionable, the idea of Kingdom Hearts 1 remake is plausible. It's also plausible that Ecstasis is correct about some aspects of Kingdom Hearts Relux and wrong about others, but the most obvious points could simply be chalked up to guesswork and speculation. the lack of corroboration, and in fact the exact opposite happening is a huge blow to the veracity. It's too soon to throw it away completely, but overall fans should not bet on this leak being accurate. Okay, cool. There's actually this right here I want to talk about real quick. Nate the Hate. Hi Nate, something about the rumors of Kingdom Hearts Remake aka Relux. Nate the Hate. I've seen the rumors, but I've also seen notable insiders say it's fake. Yeah, so unfortunately I feel like Ecstasis is kind of reaching there, and Kingdom Hearts Relux, although it's a really sick name, like that is an insanely good name for a remake of Kingdom Hearts, and you know how Square Enix loves to play with their titles and stuff, so that would have been a really sick name. However, it is not real in my opinion. I still don't think it's real, and I feel like you guys should kind of temper your expectations as well. Would I like for it to be real? Hell yeah. If they could remake Kingdom Hearts 1 with the graphics we have today, and maybe like give it just enough oomph so that the gameplay feels better, then yeah, I would be 100% down to play a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake. Hell, I still have hope that in the future we will get a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, just because, like I said, the game is like pretty old, and even though it plays pretty well on the like remastered versions of Kingdom Hearts that's come out, I just feel like a full-on 3D remake would do the series justice. You know, I feel like we deserve that, because I remember when I was a kid and I'd watch the cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 2's opening, and I would just be like, holy shit, it would be insane to play as Sora as a kid like this, with this really cool 3D like CGI, and do all these like sick moves like Strike Raid, and it was just one of those things I was really looking forward to, so I still have hope. But I don't know what you guys think. How do you feel about this leak? How do you feel about this rumor? It's insane that it came out like the week before Game Awards, so you know people were hyped. People want to see this. Yeah, so that's the video. I guess just let me know what you guys think. By the way, if you can, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach 500 followers by the end of the year, I hope. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.